From this video, you will get tips to prepare for VMware Cloud Operations 8X Professional 2V0-32.24 exam. An overview of VMware Cloud Operations Professional Certification. Minimally acceptable candidate. Exam information. Exam sections. Exam preparation tips. 1. Which 3 features are available in vRealize Log Insight? Choose 3. A. Interactive Analytics. B. Application Discovery Dashboard. C. Machine Learning Analytics. D. Use of Remote Collectors. E. Event Forwarding. F. Management Pack Marketplace. Answer: A, D, E. 2. An administrator has been tasked to deploy vRealize operations. The corporate policy states that DHCP should be used whenever supported. Which 2 types of nodes support DHCP? Choose 2. A. Worker node. B. Remote collector. C. Data node. D. Replica node. E. Primary node. Answer: B, C. 3. An administrator has been tasked with deploying vRealize operations using a new vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager (VRSLCM) instance that has already been configured with VMware Identity Manager. Which item must be configured in VRSLCM before the administrator can complete the deployment? A. A valid license for vRealize Suite. B. A valid license for vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager. C. Outbound notification settings. D. A registered authentication provider. Answer: D. 4. Which 2 support bundle types are available in vRealize Log Insight? Choose 2. A. Static Support Bundle. B. Light Support Bundle. C. Standard Support Bundle. D. Streaming Support Bundle. E. Full Support Bundle. Answer: B, E. 5. An administrator has configured vRealize Lifecycle Manager to manage content between 2 vRealize operations instances. The administrator is encountering an issue when releasing content to the second vRealize operations instance. What are the 2 possible causes of the issue? Choose 2. A. A vRealize operations endpoint can only be configured with FQDN. B. Configuring a vRealize operations endpoint with an SSH user other than root is not supported. C. The policy, Enable Code Review, must be added to the second vRealize operations endpoint. D. Content release from different versions of vRealize Operations Manager may fail. E. Only the policy, Allow content to be captured from this endpoint, has been configured for both vRealize operations endpoints. Answer: B, D. 6. An administrator has been tasked with deploying vRealize operations using vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager, VRSLCM. Which 2 options are steps in the process? Choose 2. A. Verify that the vRealize Operations product binary is available in vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager. B. Verify that the vRealize Suite or vRealize Operations license is Advanced Edition or Enterprise Edition. C. Verify that you obtained the vRealize Suite or vRealize Operations license with a quantity that fulfills the requirements of this design. D. Download the POC file for the vSAN Management Pack. E. Verify that the destination vSphere cluster data store resides on an all-flash vSAN. Answer: A, C. 7. An administrator looking to add a new FQDN of vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager in the VMware Identity Manager catalog. Which action does the administrator need to take? A. Sync FQDN and re-register with VMware Identity Manager. B. Delete vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager and redeploy it. C. Recreate Authentication Provider and sync VMware Identity Manager. D. Update Authentication Provider and resync FQDN. Answer: D. 8. Which vRealize Log Insight deployment architecture is valid? A. A 3-node cluster with a large central node and 2 smaller remote nodes. B. A 3-node cluster forwarding all messages to a 3-node cluster in another data center. C. A 4-node cluster deployed with 2 nodes in each of 2 data centers. D. A 6-node cluster deployed with 3 nodes in each of 2 data centers. Answer: D. 9. An administrator updated the alert and symptom definitions. The administrator now wants to complete an upgrade to the latest version of vRealize Operations. Which 2 actions can be done to preserve the customized content? Choose 2. A. Select the checkbox, Preserve Custom Content, when performing the upgrade. B. Import your custom content. C. Select the checkbox, Reset Default Content, when performing the upgrade. D. Back up the customized content by cloning it. E. Back up the customized content as a YAML file. Answer: A, D. 10. In vRealize Operations, a user applies a CPU license to a custom group which has existing hosts. How will the virtual machines, VMs, on the existing hosts be affected? A. The CPU license gets converted to a CPU and VM license. B. The VMs running on the hosts are not affected. C. vRealize Operations prompts the user to apply a VM license key to the VMs running. D. The VMs running on the hosts show a license is invalid watermark. Answer: B. Subscribe and like past question.